Well, it's time for a comic book video. Marvel 1 Variant Edition. Red Hulk. We're going to read a few pages and then I'll record a video of me reading it and and then I'll upload it. Okay. Red Hulk by Marvel. Issue number 1. Over the Yellow Sea. Zeep zeep. Excuse me, sir. Translated from Korean. Wah, wah. It's okay. The flight's almost over. Okay. Here we go. Strategy should always be divorced from emotion. Innocent lives will be lost. Collateral damage is inevitable and necessary. What is the price of war? Some people die poorly so that more may live in prosperity. Ring? What the hell? There's no turbulence on the radar. Flight attendants, please take your seats immediately. Ding! God, what's happening? Doom. Karaka. Har. Chuck. Crunch. Har. Crash. Boom. Ram. Rar. Whatever. The Chinese airline will contain 400 some passengers. For maximum impact, the manifest should include a few political figures and celebrities. The world will believe it was shot out of the sky by North Korea Yongbin Nuclear Research Facility. This belief will be reinforced when I breach the facility and launch nuclear missiles at Shanghai, Seoul, Tokyo, and Manahala. This will create chaos throughout Asia where alliances are already fractions. Hypothetically, this could be accomplished by a highly trained fire squad, but you create more possibilities for witnesses as well as mechanical and human error. I would do it alone. Dr. Doom, I admire that about you, Thaddeus Ross. You are a celebrated general, and yet you remain a blood-soaked soldier. You are as comfortable in the situation room as you are in the trenches. Because you believe fully in your dominating strength and strategy. Thank you for your enlightening thoughts on how to sow uncertainty and discord in the East. Don't patronize me, you ass. I gave you what you wanted, now give me something in return. A phone call, a breath of fresh air, and a glimpse of the freaking sun. You are in no place to make demands. How long has it been since you locked me up in here, you ass, tin can? How long has it been? 6 years? 6 months? A year? Answer me, you ass. Take a long, hard look at yourself, General. Ross, inside and out, you have forgotten your dignity, and you have forgotten, too, who holds all the power in this situation. I encourage you to return to yourself to order like a good soldier. This will serve as an uncomfortable reminder of who commands you. Nigga, herk, tong. Your rank is no longer relevant, nor is your country. Whoomp. You serve me, and you serve Lateria. Years ago, in the Hindu Kush Mountains, an IED detonated and ripped my humane in half. I crawled away from the smoking wreck feeling like this, like my whole body was a bruise. I've been resisting doom from the beginning, but I snapped today for the first time. The weight of millions of the pounds of rock feels like it's pressing down as I'm trapped in here and Red Hulk is trapped inside me. Day after day, week after week, month after month, Doom demands we work our way through military scenarios, war games. Why he won't tell me? Maybe it's an amusement. Maybe it's a test. Maybe it's rehearsal. I can hear my post hammering in every wound, but I can hear something else too. Chick, chick, chick. A faint tapping that falls into our familiar rhythm. Morse code. The message is short and on a loop. My name is Deathlock, and I am a prisoner. And then another more distant tapping joins the first. I am a General Simon Riccio of the U.S. Army, and I am a prisoner. And another. I am Hugo Perez, head of the Hook Cartel, and I am a prisoner. And another still. I am in Lu Wang Tang, professor of political sciences at Harvard University, and I am a prisoner. And one more. I am a machine man, and I am a prisoner. No doubt there are other help captives here, but there are the ones who understand Morse code. In the days that follow, we are in constant careful communication. A few weeks ago, Deathlock was brought over from another dimension so that Doom could use him as an analog agent in a digital world. But after several preliminary missions, Doom served since insubordination and locked him up. A few days ago, Machine Man was in the middle of a massive data breach when Doom came in. How would you interrupt Roxxon Energy through pipeline and oil platform destruction or increase drilling in Africa? What are the different ways you would slow or shut down shipping ports? Orchestrate an attack that takes major place on a major religious or national holiday? How can addiction hurt the economy? What animal research laboratories would be most likely to leak a deadly pathogen? Hack the electrical grid, poison the water supply, terrorism, disinformation, scandal, blackmail, environmental catastrophe, digital restore, war. A think tank. He's building a think tank dedicated to global war. I've been here the longest, and I'll admit I'll let the isolation get to me. But my strength and resolve have returned because I now have a think tank of my own. And our focus is clear. How do we get the hell out of here? And how do we stop Doom? A strategy begins to take form, though it needs to be workshopped. 3 times a day, we are fed. We are to stand at the back of our cell while the force field is disengaged. I always suspected Doom would be too proud for such a humble task, but it was only through Morse code that I confirmed this was one of the several Doom bots delivering our meals. Pick, 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 chick, chick, chick. Sometimes within seconds of each other, sometimes simultaneously. I never tolerated conjecturous objectors. Doom doesn't either. We all actively insult our captor trying to goad on him. Kirk, trying to get him to destroy our cell for us. Machine Man is nearest to me. He doesn't have access to his powers, but he doesn't have access to his component parts. A telescopic cable system runs through his arms. I will tell him what to do and find it, and though it takes a few days, Doom finally breaks him. And that injury is excellent, exactly what allows for his escape. We estimated that our cells are between 50 and 100 yards apart. The timing is such that we have fewer than 10 minutes before our next meal is served. He can only move so quickly, his body cracked and bent. None of us have access to our clock, but by the time he gets to my cell, I guess we have less than a minute to spare. Not having access to Red Hulk is like not having access to an aircraft carrier or a tank bridge. I recognize that I am in no position to fight Doom, but that doesn't mean I can't outmaneuver him. Grr! You know the story of the Trojan horse entering the city of Troy with a belly full of soldiers. You know the story of the 300 Spartans defending the pass at the Battle of Thermopylae. The greatest strength can be in the maneuver. We could be miles underground. We could be lost in the gas in that maze of vents. I don't make plans based on unknown variables. I make plans based on what I know. And I know that Doombot would have no reason to re-engage the force field if a cell was empty. And I know its chip technology is the key to the prison and to my power inhibitor. Zeep. Ross, we have company. You completed your part of the mission, Machine Man, so has Ross. If we're going to spring the rest of the prisoners and get out of here alive, we need to break out the heavy artillery. Alright, that is the end of that comic book, though. So, if I have to get Red Hulk #2, which has been on sale March 26, 25. I gotta find Red Hulk #2. Thank you, everybody. This has been the entire Red Hulk Marvel Edition, Variant Edition #1. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the videos.